Okay, so this is the luckiest. Let's turn my windshield wipers off. I had to pull over because I felt like I needed to tell this story. This is the luckiest weekend of the year astrologically. Now, I know some people who are really feeling the luck. I literally had one of my one-on-one clients reach out to me and tell me how she basically won a bunch of money. Like, she's having a really lucky weekend, getting a lot of things for free, a lot of good shit, which to her I said, not surprising, this is the luckiest weekend of the year. Now, not everyone may be feeling the luck, and this is what I mean by when I'm giving general horoscopes, like general horoscopes. They are for the collective, but it doesn't mean that it's going to affect you specifically the way the general horoscope describes. Just because it's the luckiest day, luckiest weekend of the year, that doesn't mean that all the lucky things are going to happen to you. And this is what I mean by using astrology to be co-creative with the universe and create your reality and create quantum leaps and grow, versus using astrology to hope and pray. You know, if we were using astrology to hope and pray, we could hope and pray that this weekend amazing things would happen because it's supposed to be the luckiest weekend of the year. But if we're going to use astrology to actually grow, to go with the energetic current of life, then we understand that it can't be the luckiest day of the year, the luckiest weekend of the year for everyone. It just can't be, because we're all different people living different human experiences, right? And so I'll just use myself as an example. I know this is the luckiest weekend of the year, but also because I know my chart, and this is what I mean by your specific horoscope could be different than the general horoscope. Where this luckiest time of the year is hitting my chart is the hardest part of my chart, if I'm completely honest. A big part of my chart is, and we all have these things in our chart, we all have themes in our chart, but a big theme in my chart that this weekend is hitting for me is this fear of my creativity, this fear of my self-expression, this fear of doing creative projects and then birthing them out to the world. And so, yeah, yesterday, the luckiest day of the year, best day of the year for my client, really hard day for me. I spend a lot of time trying to create videos and create things for my business, and I found myself spinning in circles. So why am I telling you this? If you know this is the luckiest weekend of the year, because a lot of astrologers have been talking about it, and it doesn't feel like it's the luckiest weekend of the year for you, number one, it could be because it's hitting your chart in a really hard area of your chart, but that doesn't mean you can't turn it into luck. So this is what I mean by grabbing astrology by the balls, going with the energetic currents that are available, and not using hope and pray astrology. So here's what I did yesterday, and you can look at your weekend this way as well if you want to actually utilize this luckiest astrology of the year. So because I knew it was the luckiest time of the year, and I knew Uranus is involved this weekend, whenever Uranus is involved, Uranus is the planet of breakthrough, of breaking free. And whenever we break free from a pattern, it's not comfortable. It's not super fun, right? And so because you know it's the luckiest weekend of the year, but there's also this break free energy that might not be super comfortable, and maybe you're not feeling super great this weekend and you're like, what the heck, where's my luck? To take astrology by the balls, how can you get out of your comfort zone and do something that is almost like pushing through the subconscious block you have this weekend? So for example, for me, what I did was I reached out to my dad. My dad's a YouTuber, he has a business, and I just thought to myself, I'm going in circles in my brain trying to be creative right now for my business. I'm just gonna call my dad and just see what happens. It's not like me to call my dad for advice, but I was gonna do whatever I could to take advantage of this luckiest weekend of the year. So I call my dad, and my dad basically is telling me I'm being a little bitch and I need to keep pushing through and I just need to create the content, and because he's a YouTuber, and that's what I was having a hard time, a struggle bus creating yesterday. And he's like, you just need to record videos. You just need to record videos and get them out there and stop getting in your own way. You're sabotaging yourself. And it was really intense to have this conversation with him. It wasn't fun to have this conversation with him, but I sat with it because I know it's the luckiest weekend of the year, and I want you to hear this. It is the luckiest weekend of the year for you, And the way you might have to take advantage of it is to do something uncomfortable, is to sit in the shit, is to sit in the stuckness, the frustration, the fear that you're not going to be able to move forward or get what you want to get, and just break free and move through anyways. I actually ended up having a very clearing conversation with my dad yesterday. As uncomfortable as it was, as much as he was calling me on my shit, on the other side of it, he gave me some really good advice to just make a video every single day and not give a shit if I post it or not. And so I started doing that yesterday, and I was like, oh my God, now it's way easier. Now I'm actually having the breakthrough. I'm breaking free, as the astrology is set up to do. So I just wanted to come on here and share that little story, that little tidbit of how you can actually use astrology to make quantum leaps in your life. And I just wanted anyone who might be feeling discouraged over this being the luckiest weekend of the year, and maybe it doesn't feel super lucky to you, that it's still lucky and it's your opportunity to go into your shit, to try something new, to call yourself on your bullshit, and push forward anyways, and empower yourself to grab that luck, to bring that luck into your reality if it's not happening naturally. And that's it. That's all I had to say. So I hope that was helpful. I'm gonna post this on my feed if you need the reminder to grab life by the balls, because it's still the luckiest weekend of the year. Tuesday is also going to be very, very lucky, which is the full moon in Sagittarius, because we're going to have Jupiter and Venus, the two most benefic planets in the sky, in a conjunction, meaning that they're joining forces, amplifying each other's luck and benefic energy. So if you take advantage of that breakthrough Uranus energy this weekend, even if it doesn't feel super comfortable and super lucky, you will push through. And I bet you on the Sagittarius full moon on Tuesday, that's when you'll reap all the rewards from the luck from pushing through from this weekend. So, all right. Thanks everyone, anyone who stayed and watched and joined, and I will see you on the next live.